Welcome back to some more War on the Sea Pacific Theater mod. We're doing part 172. So I thank you for joining me for another video. We are progressing ever so slightly, I think. Now we're getting there. We have a lot of things to do, and by a lot of things I mean earlier, many videos ago, I told you that I put in these points. If I hit my P key, it puts up a square, and it's a map note. And as we all know, I put these all over the map. Why? Because I got sick of reading this, searching for names and the objectives. We have to take control of every one of these, and we must maintain Port Moresby and Milne Bay. So that's the goal. That's the final thing. You have to get all these locations. That being said, I put a square next to all the ones that I need, and I put yes in the box as the note. So you see, we need to take all these X locations. X, it's actually a square, right? Yeah, kindergarten. Singapore, Okinawa, Iwo Jima. And we don't need any of these other locations. We may decide to invade them. We've done that with a few. But as you see, objectives don't necessarily mean capability. In other words, there are some, like this one here, Ambon. We go up here and we look. If we scroll through, well, Ambon is one. I just already taken that location. This is a location that we actually needed, Kendari. This one, Makassar, is not. We did try to put an airfield here. It won't allow us. Well, that's because it's not an objective, right? Well, this Kendari is an objective. And we did have fuel at this at one time. We did level 1, and then we advanced up to level 2. Maybe it was part of the timing of when I invaded, and because I hadn't taken full control and I hit this button here, it maybe caused a problem. But it actually won't let me send aircraft off this airfield. You say, well, it's because there's no fuel there. No, I've had fuel there before. It just doesn't allow it. It's a problem with the game. My mod, maybe. There's some other things with this mod that don't allow me to do. It says that you're supposed to be able to take aircraft carriers and refresh the aircraft. In other words, when you lose aircraft off the aircraft carrier, you're supposed to go to a level 5 base or above, do a rearm ships, which makes you get the aircraft back without releasing and repairing the ship. So my goal was to make a level 5 base. I did that at Port Moresby. Well, it doesn't allow me to do that. It also doesn't allow me to spawn ships out of here, which I guess is okay, but I really just wanted to be able to replenish aircraft, because the only place on this map that I can replace aircraft, actually, to replenish aircraft, you have to release and repair the ship. No damage is about 3 days, but you get all your aircraft back. So I can release them from a level 5 base, which I can, but they can only spawn from my original base midway, which is a 5. See how this one has that block here? I expected that block to show up down here, and it didn't happen. So there was a lot invested in this base, and now only thing I can do here, I think, is rearm ammunition, which is fine. That's okay, but I could have stopped at level 3 for that. That's why Peleliu, we want to be a level 3 ship port. Airfield's fine. We're going to keep doing that. Not much danger in these areas, but that's what we're going to do. So if we look at the map, we see the supply group is coming in. to drop off mainly supplies, I believe, supplies and troops at Kuching. We want to up this airfield and go from there, but there's a long ways to go for that to happen. But that's what we're doing. We have our last CVL Independence class carrier waiting for. This is a Sorbaya, right? Which one are you? Okay, where are you? So he's coming in to get the aircraft carrier for this spot here. So we got to remember that. That's happening. We've had 2 locations where we've had engagements. Davao, which is fine. Davo's, you know, just doing fine. We don't really want to do much here. We may up the airfield just because we're imbalanced right now, so that's not a good thing. Peleliu is fine. Yeah. Peleliu, we went up to level 3. Let's get the ball rolling. I'm just going to go in raw on this one here. That's what they all say, right? And immediately we get this engagement. So we're going to make sure Palembang has their aircraft up. That's not what I want. I want to launch aircraft. Now, if we didn't launch aircraft, what would happen? We'd probably lose a carrier over here. And that's unacceptable. So there we go. So you do that. Let's take a look at our first engagement here. Let's look at it from a battalion's point of view. What's our distance here? We look at our formation of ships, and we can see that we are doing a... I don't know what that is. I think that's box, battle line. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. These guys aren't going to really be moving. So there's only 6 ships here. So let's see what happens. Go on the mini map, expand it out. Yep. Let's highlight one of these guys so we can check them on the binoculars. So they're coming in awful close, right? So I believe we got them both. Yep. Let's retreat out. And there'll be a couple of these throughout the day. We'll expect it. 3-column. So this is a 3-column setup. We spawn in at 750, which is fine. That's all very well and good. We do have supplies on this guy. Why do we keep them? How about you unload all your stuff on this base? Doesn't really do much, but there's no reason to keep them. Let's adjust this guy and have him do a little scouty scout action. Something like that is better. Alright, so we've been almost an hour in game time. Let's speed it up. Yeah, it's gonna happen. So let's be number one, leading the charge. I'll need to make sure that somebody's going after number 4. Somebody close. Go get this guy, please. Oh. Okay, these guys were all on it. Good job, boys. Not overly concerned, but these bombers, with those 2 bombs, will seriously destroy a ship if you're not careful. Maxing out in your speed here, or no? Alright, just don't get shot down. Just didn't want you to, you know, get shot down by that guy for no reason. Alright. Good job. Let's move it along. Hurricane, let's see if you guys want to play today. At the end of your... Wow. Deceiving little map, isn't it? Hurricanes were the closest, and then we go into the tactical, and it's totally different. But that's okay. When we take what we get, end result will be the same. We'll knock them on their you-know-whats. So did everybody have a good day today? It's about almost 7 p.m. where I am when I'm recording this. Yeah, that's good night to you boys. Just a fine looking ship, if you ask me. Gotta love it, man. So yeah, this guy, they were here, I think. But he's going home. We're gonna carry on with the day. What do we else got going on? I think you're getting ready to land, right? No, you're going up to get your carrier. What are you doing? Oh, you guys are going rest and repair. Actually, I probably could have kept Alabama. We're probably not going to replace this. We're going to send Alabama somewhere else. Sure, we'll send you over here. I don't believe you're damaged at all, right? Let's see here. Yeah, you got no damage. We don't need to say goodbye to you. We're gonna keep you. You're supposed to be escorting this ship, not leading or following the ship. The reason is because your speed is maxed. Again, if we go over here and we break you off, let's break everybody. So, Lex, even being damaged, main reason is because a lot of her aircraft are gone, I believe. But we can't have her with damage. We like a different ship. That's why we replaced her. So, what is your best speed, and what is your best speed? That's why we're making these swap outs to the Iowa. Is because this guy would be the slowest in the fleet, and we want our fleet to be as fast as possible. Let's see what their best speeds are. So he can only go 22, whereas she can still go 27. But 22 would be the max of the entire fleet because of this ship. So I think that's why she was replaced. Yeah, so that's what's happening there. So again, we look at this and we say, who's closer? You guys, you guys, or you guys. Pretty even, but I think the Hurricanes are closer. Let's see how close these guys spawn in next to our ships. I'm going to tactical here, and let's see what happens. So they don't even appear in our radar. In theory, they should be over here somewhere. Give it a little bit, see if they can find him. It's a negative. Wow. kind of forced to do this. You know, wouldn't you send... You know, this isn't really an assault, is it? Or attack mission. This is more of a... I would say it looks like it's a delay action where they send in 2 aircraft just to keep the enemy busy. But they're basically sending these guys to their little deep sleep nap somewhere. Pitiful. Take it though. So hurricanes aren't doing much of anything important. I want to put up some of these guys over the Jakarta Defense Force, just because, get them into the habit. Keep those guys active. So these guys are coming in with supplies. Again, we're trying to get Peleliu loaded for bear. We're trying to get this base up. Speed through it. And really not much can happen by those guys. We can send up... well, no we can't. We can't send up anything. We're not going to send up anything. That's why this base is kind of weird. We're not going to allow them to just, you know, attack us either. And they will, and they'll shoot us down. So we're not going to allow that. But we can say, radio, we spotted aircraft in the area. Bow fighters, you're supposed to be doing something. Maybe you can adjust your course here. Let's have you go this way. Yeah, that's your new route. Jakarta's just being a pain in the neck. They're not really helping or hurting anything, so you guys are taking forever to get to Peleliu. I think you're close enough. Let's see if we can release you. No. 16 nautical miles. Alright, do your thing. Palembang's having another engagement. Let's send up the Wildcats, tactical. Only 5 hours again into this day, and still, where are they? We're gonna just take this guy in ourselves. Trying to go head on. That's how easy that should be every time. This guy's starting to be a pain in my behind. We're gonna start you. We're gonna retreat. And we're gonna RTB you, because you're being a pain. Okay, this is a thing. Again, we're gonna take now. So these are torpedo bombers. They're gonna go to the deck, and we're gonna allow them to do that. Are they? Let's make sure. Yeah, they are torpedo bomb planes. So we're gonna go to the deck, wait for them. Of course, our other planes will just zip right by them. But not us. We're thinking with our noggins. This guy's shooting it, wasting their ammo. There we go. Good job, boys. So if you let your aircraft just shoot like that at nothing, it's a computer. It's a game patch or game issue. They will just deplete their ammo. So if you allow that to happen, it means that you're going to have aircraft flying around that can't do anything. Let's get these guys. All right, so Pelu is Subsarong. You're ready to unload. Unload. And Sarong needs to go back, let's say to, is it Wake? We can go to Wake. How about Truck? How about Pompeii? If we look the status of Pelu, we say we got about 2,000 buffer of troops. But we really need is supplies. And that's probably the place we want to go. Lex can now be released because of the damage. Alabama, I'm going to rearm you if I need to. I don't think I do, but we are. No, we didn't need to. We are missing one aircraft. We're going to release you to get that aircraft back. And see how long that will take for that ship to come back. So it looks like only 3 days for that aircraft. That's the standard number for release of aircraft in general. There was some damage to Lex, so that's why she's getting her aircraft back a little bit day later. But that's acceptable. We'll get all those points back. What else do we got? We're waiting on you to get to here. That might not be today, but let's concentrate a little bit. Pelu 2, you're unloading as well. Unload all supplies. And we need to start thinking about sending you guys back to get supplies. So we're going to send one here. I don't think he needs to go that far. Let's go over here. And the other one, where's a good place for you to go? Saipan maybe? Yeah, let's go to... No, I want to use that my evasion for Iwo. Guam maybe? No. Let's just send you back to Wake. You take the long roll, my friend. Here you go. Now, if you want to make these angles a little bit better, you can go like to here, hit your mouse button, and then it'll make the line a little bit straighter, but you see we're doing a little zigzaggy action. Do that. San Juan, I think we sent you down here a long time ago to merge. Yeah, you're merging with this group. We have you in battle line. What does that look like? Is that what we want to do, or is something different better? We're going to go with battle line for right now, just to say why not. We have a lot of destroyers in this group. 597. 597. I'm okay with that. 1, 6, 8. Yeah, it's really pretty much anybody's game as far as what you want to, where you want to be in this type of formation. I would like to get some air over here, but I don't think it's really needed. These guys are just doing their thing. Speaking of air, are we at that point where we got that bogue that didn't really seem to be needed? April, a couple months, we'll get this. I still don't understand the difference between these two ships. It can go a little faster, maybe. It go 1 knot faster. It's got 100 more crew, basically, or whatever that number was. No, 20 more crew. It's got F6Fs, same aircraft. Is it 2 more aircraft and 1 more Avenger? You know, hey, the thing about this is if you go in groups of 4, which is what they group in when you set up a group, you have 4, 8, 12, 16. So that's 4 groups of 4, right? And then you have 2 that are just lone soldiers by themselves if you send up all 18 at once. So they don't even go up in a group. If there were 20, you know, that would be even, but that doesn't make sense. I may have to do a research and find out what the Casablanca actually had on it, type like carrier. But that's for another day. Let's move it on. So it looks like we're having you come in. And Jakarta is dropping off troops, supplies, troops, whatever. Not really that fun, but you're there for a reason, so why not? So we see the formation here. We're missing an oiler out of this group. Kaching Defense Force, you have an oiler. You don't need an oiler, so we're gonna fix that. And you're Defense Force, not a supply ship group. So we're gonna take out you, and you're gonna split off. And we're gonna course you over here. And then of this Kaching Jakarta, we're gonna give you the Honolulu and the Omaha. So you're gonna stay put. And you guys are going to go out here and get those supply ships. So you and you merge. You say, well, we're light one destroyer. Why do we do that? Well, we maybe haven't finished doing what we're gonna do yet. Let's see. Do we want to just leave these guys the way they are? I think so. I think we do want to unload, though. Yeah. So you've unloaded everything. And you're going to stay here. This is your location. We want to have you here, though, a little bit, I think. Let's check this formation, see if we can improve upon it, if it needs to be. So 8, 9, 10, we want to have sonar baddies. So let's just move these guys around as best we can. 8, 9, 10, 10, and yeah, you guys swap. So 10, I want to be the leader of this. Swap these guys, put the Fox and the Hatfield on either side. These are the same ships, so they'll be similar in speed and action and guns and all that stuff. Number 1 is good to be there. I think you want to have something else, though. Honolulu, Pensacola, we want to have you guys be somewhat leaders of, so we're going to say 3 and 2. So you'll protect block in that manner. 5 and 4. I'm okay with that. I'm not too overly concerned. Yeah, we're gonna keep that, but we like to be at 750. That's what we're gonna be at, and we're gonna stay in this formation, and you're gonna stay right there, and that's your mission in life. Jakarta, you guys need to go back to Port Moresby. And probably need to pick up, I'm guessing, maybe one more supply ship, because engineering fuel, and also you need to go away. We need to give you a mission in life better than what we're doing right now. So that mission in life is going to be getting a new oiler and a new supply ship, I think, or maybe a destroyer, because in this formation we're okay for now, but no, we're not. That's not right. So we need you guys to be somewhere else. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, we need to get another destroyer in this group to make this whole thing work better, I think. One destroyer and replace the oiler. So it would be like troop supplies, engineering, oil, and then that's the group. That's the supply chain I like to have. So let's course you back so that you guys can be a relevant part of this war effort. And in the meantime, we're going to get a oiler and a destroyer. And we're going to do that from here and have you guys go to long haul. Okay. Let's see what kind of these guys we got playing around with us today. That's a little bit overkill. Atlanta. You got depth charges, you have sonar, and you have short range, but you have pretty good anti-air, right? Yeah, kinda. I like the sonar though. Cleveland does not have sonar. I'm not a big fan. I thought I was at one time. We were using these guys, but this is a glitched out model. It says it has 18 Hellcats. That's not true. I used to say, oh wow, they got Hellcats. Well, cruisers don't have a flight deck, so that's a glitch. This used to say Kingfisher 3 or 2 or something like that, and that was okay too because you could have Scout, but even when you spawn them in, they don't have that, so that's not a good option. We're gonna send out the Atlanta, so let's go Atlanta. How many of these we got? I think we have Sereno. Let's go to the Oilers. It's the only one we're using from now on because of the speed. And it's done. And you are part of the Jakarta Supply Group. So we're going to rename you come on. Subjaka R, and to me that means supply Jakarta replacements. So that's the supply Jakarta fleet, and when they get to Port Moresby, these guys will head there, and they're going to be the ones in that group. So while you're here, you might as well upload some stuff. So let's go manage cargo, and let's see what we can take. We always want more supplies than anything, and sure, why not? And you're going all the way to Port Moresby. It's going to take forever and a day, but we're going to just do it and be happy that we're doing it. And that'll happen sometime in the following decade because these guys are slow. Let's get through to the morning, and I think we're going to call this one a little short today. We've been waiting on a lot of ships to do their thing, and they're taking their good sweet time, and that's fine. We have taken over Davao. Davao does have an airfield, so that's cool. But we're working up the chain is what we're going to do, and from here maybe we may even engage on Takaran and these locations, but I think we may be working our way around this way first, take out Brunei, and we're definitely going to take over Malaya and Dutch East Indies first before we go heading to Singapore. I want to control this area before we move that way, and that's kind of what we're going to do. So one last look at the dockyard. That didn't change much. Yeah, we're moving right along, and I hope you're enjoying the go, and that's what we've got going on right now. So thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.